Are you serious? Are you serious? The beast system, the one world currency is about to rise. Matter of fact, here's an article just came out. China nears global reserve status. There will be a reset of the financial industry. Now, I've been talking about this for 6 months. Actually, I even had Fabian Calvo, a economist from New York, on my broadcast, and he said to me, Paul, we're about ready for a global reset. And I've been telling people that the American dollar is dying, and it will no longer be the reserve currency. But China, their money will become the new reserve currency. I've even had a lady who works pretty high level in JP Morgan Bank who said that the new software coming out in the banking industry doesn't automatically have the American dollar as the global reserve status. It's blank, which means there could be a new one going in. Now, here's an article just came out by the freedompost.com. The world's anticipating a new global reality with huge implications as China's yuan is poised to get recognized as the global reserve currency. In the sign of the times, the International Monetary Fund has essentially rebuffed the United States' claims of currency manipulation to affirm that the Chinese currency is no longer undervalued, essentially giving its approval for the inner circle, what many have described as an absolute guarantee that a world currency is about to be formed. Now, China's yuan currency, which Washington has allegedly manipulated, is no longer undervalued. The value of the yuan, also known as the Chinese dollar, let's just say, has been a source of tension for years with China's major trade partners, led by the United States, according and accusing Beijing of keeping it artificially low to give Chinese exporters an unfair competitive advantage, which Beijing is denying. But our assessment now is that the substantial real effect appreciation over the past year has brought the exchange rate to a level that is no longer undervalued. According to the International Monetary Fund, said in a statement after a consultation mission to China. So if the new reserve standard, if the new reserve currency is no longer the US dollar, but is the Chinese dollar, if you will, or the Chinese currency, then what you have is a global reset. And that means that and that's why China's been talking to Russia. And I've been telling you guys this. They're talking to Russia. They've been talking to the Iranians, talking to the Middle Eastern nations, except Israel. They've been literally, Greece's new leader, Alexis Tsipras, has been literally laying at their doorstep, begging for this new global currency to be established. He wants to drop out of the EU and join this new China-Russian Federation, a new currency where his debts can be wiped clean and he can have a new value currency. Then if China leads the world with the reserves currency, they'll turn to the U.S. Government and say to us, your dollar's not worth what you thought it was. And they'll probably devalue it to about 75% of its current value right now. Folks, this is what you're about ready to see. Now, that is the beginning of the formation of a one world currency, which will then need a new world order to manage with a mark of the beast system, with all of the identity theft that's going on, that's out of control. Government officials are saying it's a joke, it's impossible, you can't stop it, it's out of control. Then what you're getting ready to see is the RFID microchip technology to be introduced into a new world currency and a new world order. Is that why the Pope is coming to America in September. And is that why the two-state solution is about ready to be brought to the table in the midst of a fourth blood moon tetrad on the Feast of Tabernacles, a super blood moon visible from Jerusalem? Are we about ready to see biblical prophecy fulfill? The rise of the beast kingdom, the Illuminati, getting in position as the Antichrist must be just lingering in the shadows. Are you saved? We'll talk about it tonight. Don't miss tonight's special live broadcast at my website, www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. That's www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. Don't miss tonight. Starts at 7 p.m. Eastern. 3 hours of power on the coming apocalypse. Sunday Night Live. My website. Be there. Time's running out. We had 30 people saved yesterday at the Florida Breeze Revival Prophecy Conference, and God is moving in these last days. Are you saved?